Now we're going to look at composition of functions. Composition of functions can be a little tricky here. And so composition g of x means j of x, equals h of j of x. And so when you're doing composition of functions, the key is you want to work inside out. So we want to first start with the inside. So I'm going to start with the inside. I'm going to start with j of x. And I'm going to plug in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the expression of what j of x equals in for j of x. So h of 2x squared minus x minus 1. So I plug that in there, okay? And then equals, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my h function, okay? I'm going to go to my h function, go to this function. And anytime I see x in this h function, I'm going to plug in this instead. So I'm going to do 5 times, I'm going to probably run out of room here, 2x squared minus x minus 1 plus 6. Okay. All right. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to simplify what's on the right. So I'll distribute there. So 10x squared minus 5x minus 5 plus 6. Simplify those negative 5 plus 6 to be 1. 10x squared minus 5x plus 1. And that's my answer there. So this would be my answer. All right, next, j of h of x. So this one gets a little trickier. So I'm going to find j composition h of x would be j of h of x. So I'm going to plug in h of x there. Okay, 5x plus 6. So then I'm going to go to the j function. Okay, and so anytime I'm going to go to the j function, anytime I see x in the j function, I'm going to plug in 5x plus 6. So I plug in h of x, plug in 5x plus 6 for h of x. Go to the j function. Anytime I see x, I plug in 5x plus 6. So 5x plus 6 squared would be 5x plus 6 times 5x plus 6. So I've got to figure out, because remember, a quantity squares that quantity times itself. So I'm going to distribute. So it'd be 25x squared plus 30x plus 30x plus 36. I've got to multiply all that by 2. And I can add those together too. I probably should have done that first. I'm going to add those together real quick. 60x plus 36. So it'd be 50x squared plus 120x plus 72. So that's that part. Now, this next part is minus this whole quantity. So I'm going to add the opposite. So I'm going to add it, be plus negative 5x, negative 6. So I'm going to add the opposite. So it'd be plus, so then it'd be minus 5x minus 6 because I'm subtracting 5x and I'm subtracting 6. I could also just add the opposite as well, and then minus 1. So now I'm going to simplify so I can write my final answer. Any x squareds? No. 120x minus 5x, 115x. 72 minus 6 minus 1. 72 minus 6, 66 minus 1, 65. And so this is my answer here. All right, that was not much fun. This next one's not as bad. G of h of negative 1. So now this time, instead of having an x there, I have a negative 1. So G of h of negative 1. So I'm going to start my inside out. So h of negative 1. So I'll go to the h function, type in negative 1 for x. So 5 times negative 1 plus 6. So I go to the h function. Anytime I see x, I put negative 1. So it'll be negative 5 plus 6, which would be 1. So h of negative 1 is equal to 1. So now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to replace h of negative 1 with 1. So this becomes 1. So then I'm going to go to the j function and plug in this value for x. This would be j of 1, which would be 2 times 1 squared minus 1 minus 1. 1 squared is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Minus 1 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. Minus 1, 0. So j of h of negative 1 is equal to 0.